Pro Group Management. Workers' comp that works for you.
This is 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review-Journal.
Good evening, I'm Jen Ah. Thanks for joining us on 7 at 7. As you know, it's October 1st. We'll be bringing you coverage of the 1 October memorials across the Las Vegas Valley. But first, in top stories, sponsored by Nevada Hand Silver Sky Assisted Living Community. Learn more at nevadahand.org. After 2 days of testimonies, a Pahrump judge decides to move forward with the trial in the gruesome killing of a Las Vegas man. Heather Pate, her ex-boyfriend Brad Main, and her current boyfriend Kevin Dent will soon be facing a jury in the killing of 27-year-old Roy Jaggers. Today in court, the judge ended the preliminary hearing early. Review Journal's KATELYN Newberg reports from Pahrump.
Roy Jaggers' body was found August 1st in Cathedral Canyon, which is a remote former tourist destination near Pahrump. The judge on Friday ordered the preliminary hearing to stop after an all-day hearing yesterday and a few more hours of testimony today. The judge said that the prosecution had already met the state's burden of proof to determine that there was enough evidence for them to stand trial, even though the prosecution was prepared to call a few more witnesses. New testimony that we heard Friday included testimony from Yeon Hickman, one of Brad Main's friends. She testified that on August 1st, the day that Roy Jaggers' body was found, Brad went to her and her husband's house and put something in her garage. Investigators later determined that he had put a shotgun in the garage, and that's the shotgun that investigators believe was used to shoot Roy multiple times.
Thanks, KATELYN. And students going awry because of negative social media influences. You may remember the Devious Licks challenge on TikTok, encouraging students to damage school property. School officials are now worried about a new challenge to slap a teacher or staff on the backside. One principal says students are warned not to participate. Now back to the 1 October memorials, including the 4th annual sunrise ceremony this morning in downtown Las Vegas. Review Journal's Renee Summerhour has more. Renee?
Jen, 4 years ago, 58 people died initially after a gunman rained bullets from a hotel room at Mandalay Bay on the Route 91 Harvest Country Music Festival across the street, and hundreds more were injured. 2 survivors later died of their injuries suffered from the gunshots. The event featured music, the Southern Nevada Multi-Agency Honor Guard, and a minute of silence for those lost, and remarks from Deanne Hyatt, sister of Kirk Von Tillo, who died at the festival.
As we continue through this journey, our empathy for others who suffer tragedy like we've gone through has increased because of our understanding of what they go through. Their lives are going to be forever changed.
The sunrise ceremony is one of several activities being held this year to honor victims and survivors of the mass shooting. Another tribute will be the reading of the name ceremony at 10:05 p.m. tonight at the Las Vegas Community Healing Garden. Jen?
That's right, Renee. We'll be covering that reading of the names tribute live for you later tonight. You can watch it as it's happening on our website, lvrj.com, or on our Facebook page. In your health news, sponsored by 4M Dental, love your smile again. Some positive news for Clark County. Friday's new COVID cases and deaths are the lowest they've been in more than 10 weeks. That's with 545 new cases and 9 deaths. And a pill could become an easy-to-use weapon against COVID. That's according to drug maker Merck, trying to get its experimental pill approved. If the FDA and other health officials sign off on it, it could be the first pill shown to treat COVID. Now to your weekend forecast, sponsored by 1 Hour Air. No matter the season, no matter the reason, 1 hour is here for you. First, a look at your Friday night. Another cool night dipping into the 60s. Then expect a sunny weekend. On Saturday, we're looking at a high of 89 and a low of 63 degrees. That's before the clouds roll in on Monday, bringing a chance of rain, especially on Tuesday. And looks like we're in for a cloudy week next week after the sunny weekend.
Sports, sponsored by Station Casinos, STN Sports. Download the app and get a bonus up to $500 when you sign up. Raiders running back Josh Jacobs was once again limited in practice Friday with a chance to play Monday in Los Angeles. While there is optimism for his return, offensive coordinator Greg Olson said Peyton Barber has earned himself a role going forward, regardless of Jacob's status.
We were extremely excited about Peyton based on his performance last week and also his performance on the practice field. We feel like we got a good player there, and we're continuing to see him develop.
Raiders fans, be sure to check out Vegas Nation Game Day, streaming Saturdays at 7 a.m. on ReviewJournal.com and VegasNation.com. Sports betting, sponsored by Las Vegas Paiute Tribal Smoke and Cigar Shop. The Dodgers entered Friday trailing the Giants by 2 games in the National League West, with 3 games left in the regular season. But Los Angeles is the 3-1 favorite at the Westgate SuperBook to win the World Series, and San Francisco is the 6-1 second choice. The Red Sox and the Mariners entered Friday tied for the second wildcard spot in the American League, and the Blue Jays were 1 game back. Boston is 20-1 to win the World Series, Seattle is 30-1, and Toronto is 40-1.
In entertainment, sponsored by DiscoverNevada.com, brought to you by Travel Nevada. Rocker David Lee Roth announces he'll be retiring soon. His last shows will be here in Vegas. Review Journal's Johnny Katz tells us when.
Diamond David Lee Roth, the original frontman for Van Halen, is hanging it up, or as he tells me, throwing in the shoes after his shows at House of Blues at Mandalay Bay beginning on New Year's Eve. Roth has been shaken by the death of his fellow Van Halen co-founder, Eddie Van Halen, and that Eddie's brother, Alex Van Halen, agrees with this decision. There will be no other version of Van Halen ever. There's going to be no passing of the torch. The last time to see Van Halen sung by David Lee Roth will be at House of Blues.
Now to your business news, sponsored by Bank of Nevada, Bank on Accountability. Amazon opens a distribution center in North Las Vegas, bringing a number of jobs with it.
These industrial jobs, warehouse jobs, they definitely help. They put a lot of people to work, a lot of people back to work. But again, the economy probably really won't fully recover until tourism and the convention industry are back on their feet.
The new facility is located near Jerry's Nugget Casino. In your lifestyle news, a frightfully fun parade is returning to downtown Summerlin right now as we speak. The Parade of Mischief features dancing zombies, ghosts, witches, and more. The free event runs every Friday and Saturday now until October 30th. Thank you for watching 7 at 7. If you have a Roku device, just search Review Journal to download our channel. As we mentioned earlier, we'll be bringing you another 1 October tribute, the reading of the name ceremony at 10:05 tonight. See you then.
Review Journal Studio, sponsored by Adam Kuttner. Get the maximum settlement as quickly as possible. This 7 at 7 update, sponsored by Pro Group Management. You're watching 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review Journal.